at our last open mic, this person won, and she took our breath away. This is her first ever feature show. And she only moved to London September last year, is that right? And her mum's come to see from Ireland. I think it's mum. Oh, hi mum! And I think it's mum's first time visiting and seeing her perform, because she's got involved in spoken word upon coming to London, and I understand that she was studying law and stopped and went to acting school in London, and I know for a parent that's a hard one to swallow, but trust me, this girl is a star. This girl is a star, and the word that always springs to mind, and I used it when I posted about her, was her aura, and she's powerful for someone of her age, and she's an actor. And hopefully in a few years' time you'll be like, I remember when I saw her in that weird little building in Crystal Palace. But yeah, you're in for a treat, and she's going to share some stuff that I've seen before. The first time I saw her, I was like, wow. The second time I saw her, I went straight up to her and was like, I'm half Irish, and she was like, I don't really care. But I was like, you need, she didn't say that, she's too nice. I was like, you need to come to Poets Palace, please. And I didn't fix it, I swear, because it sounds like I did. And she came, and what I thought would happen, happened. She killed it. She won the open mic by a landslide, and here she is tonight. Have I spoken enough yet? This is very, very special, and this is what it's all about. So, for her first ever feature set on the poetry scene, please put your hands together and make the biggest noise of it.
I'm really happy to be here. Just thank you to everyone who came, and this is kind of scary. I've never done this before, so I hope you guys just take me in.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a sad one, so I have to explain it because it won't make sense if you don't get it. I see all these cameras. Alright, so this one is called I Changed My Name When My Uncle Died. I wrote it for my uncle, FEJIRO. My name is FEJIRO. It's my middle name, and I started going by my middle name because I think in our culture we take the name that our dads give us, but also we just don't know the name. Our middle names are usually the names that our mothers give us, and we never know that. We can go our whole lives without people knowing our middle names. And also, when my uncle died, he was a really great man, and he loved his family, he loved his wife. But when he got sick, his wife wasn't able to be there for him. And I think this poem is just about kind of trying to make sense of how can you abandon someone that loves you and that you claim to love in return. So I changed my name when my uncle died. Only practiced love yet taken without a drop of it. You know, sometimes I think love is just fear of loneliness. Sometimes I think faith is just fear, and sometimes I think we can only love people once we've abandoned them. So forget a vow, forget an oath, forget a sickness and an health. Fuck a death do its part. I saw the body. She wasn't there. You weren't there. So what will you say when the Calvary usurps you? Will you tell them you stood by his side? Will you cry for him? Will you tell them you loved him? What will come of you? Fuck, what will become of me? I don't want her to forget him. She doesn't deserve to forget him. And here I am pleading with you to remember someone you have never known. So when you call on me, you call on him. My name is FEJIRO. And let that legacy live in every person that dares to address me. What bell hooks know about all this love? Watch me Baldwin the fuck out of this poem. I love, therefore I get the worst of you. In Giovanni's room, I changed my name when my uncle died. This is an amalgamation of everything that has ever broken my heart. Set fire to it. Watch it burn. You were Goliath all along. Let the clarity lacerate you. Let the discomfort malleabilize you. This is how I avenge him. Thank you. Alright, no more sad poems. No more sad poems. Josh has been waiting for this one.
I love this one!
He's never heard it, so I don't know how he knows it. So the Nigerian became an Englishman. He's so excited. Tribal birthmark resigned. Greengrass got him exceptionally blinded. Oh, but can we really blame him? Oh Lord, Baba God, can we really save him? When he brought his people in, he thought he really made it. Disproportionate playing field, but he never did quit. Oh, you think they like you now? You think they're gonna grow up when shit get rough? Ooh, let's do that again. Oh, you think they like you now? You think they're gonna show up when shit get rough, trying to figure you out? The Nigerian became an Englishman. Gather round, cause I see him in Canning Town, trying to act like he get down, but really he just looked down on man. Said he boot bum lit crunchy curl off the bootstrap man. We see you circumvent the egomania. Sipping tea with the pale folk in Belgravia. Or was a Knightsbridge, watch them anglicize the name out, his name, behold them culturally hostage, watch. This shit's so casual. Black Southeastern actual, county cannibal, he the anti-black movement radical, oh. And how you think that go? Mama's still waiting for him to call, how you think that flow? Shit be going down and now he's all alone, boy you forget who be the one rejecting the ghetto, the Nigerian became an Englishman. See how we court that. Yeezus turned MAGA flow. See how we warp that, bicker down in its way, make them the new slaves, the runaways of the colonial transport. You call it passport, oh. The Nigerian became an Englishman. Lost himself along the way. I'm afraid he can't come to the phone right now. Assimilation's here to stay, and I guess this is where he'll settle and turn gray. Disillusioned kids unaware of their history's strife. Skin shedding soft reminders of a preceding life, of a preceding time. The Englishman was once a Nigerian. Before they dangled deceit in his face, called it utopia, called it safe haven, called it home. Thank you. Don't cry, well, who's crying? Don't cry.
We love you!
Thank you. Maybe that was for her, but I received that too. So let me tell you a story about a boy I knew, but I don't want you to judge him. See, he was living in dense cities held only by a backflow of repressed ammo and gentrified escrow. Immigrated aunties thrown in droves made waves through Heathrow. Man, he was fighting battles you would never know. Empty stomach filled with stolen notes, got his compass eroded, moral comatose. This life is rigged. And them seeds that he sowed wasn't ever getting him up the ghetto, so he bangs the F out of it and deets the bins out of it. What you know about buying Indomie from the same Western Union man in clutch with a like-a-sim guarantee? I mean, I said I didn't want you to judge him. What would you have done? You know, my man stayed bellied up. Stayed gullied up, 10-man deep G-check with a shock watch, your back where they clock and tick on your ass pass. Your bedtime. Cause what you know about skeletons in the closet and ghosts in the nighttime? See, this boy, he wasn't raised to be this way. None of them were. The streets can't raise you to be a way it wasn't already designed to be. Do you see the bellows of a silent revolution? of a silent dissolution bubbling under a war on this empire, crown crusader, invader, call him Nixon, the way they six in crises, declare an end to a disease they bled on streets to begin with, obscene myths of a Great Britain, of a republic, of Ireland, not yours. These niggas got you chain whipped, letting it rip in the name of a code. Your mama ain't got no post in, fucking Mayfair Royale and a Prim Hill hunting. What you know about a Kensington Tea Party and a Woolwich in morning? I know a fridge is stocked in some part of the world. It's so cold. Oh.
I love you.
Your applause. The curtain call. To the body's fall, I mean, it should horrify you, yes. But here we are, eating the fuck out of another painful poem, yet again as if we are only worth our painful poems. Yet again, come, let me stretch into commodities for you. Come, let me bend into anomalies for you. Honestly, examine me into the dichotomy of what I'm supposed to be. See, we are all nightmares in someone's daydream. Let me tell you a story about a boy I knew, far from the madding crowd and the deaf ones too. It's hard to make something of yourself straight from the concrete. Bang, bang, deadbeat. Just another name to bled over the spreadsheet. Let's see who he was really supposed to be. 50 quid for a wise guy that thinks of a better thing. Let it ring. No matter fat frog, let it sing. His heart goes on when strapped with the 9 milli Celine. And you are not a sacrifice. But there he goes, steady thinking he knew everything. Forebode, foretold, follows, far from fellows before him and after. Yo, let me tell you a story about a boy and he's still trying to figure it out. Just like you. Thank you. My favorite one. It's called Ode to Auntie. You remember? I've never performed it for you. He's just a waffler. Anyways, I wrote this for my mum, but also I wrote it for like just African Caribbean aunties in general. I think that they kind of cultivate a level of community that our generation is kind of lacking in. And so I just wanted this to be a love letter to them.
Yes, Auntie.
And so she sits there like an auntie does, back straight, chest out, been man-spreading since before they anointed you with a Christian name. She rips the hair off the packet like a second nature. You say extensions, we call it attachment over here. Auntie been pulling hair since before your lifetime. Can't you see the look on her face? Like she done seen some things. Like shit been rough, world on her face, like her back and enough. Auntie been 1,000 things you have not yet dreamed of. Like what a Gardaí got on a woman from Warri. Sorry, Auntie been the block, been the rock, been the shot caller, hand in pot. Thought you got one over on her. Nah, she let you live what love can't give just for you to use her title as an insult. Like, yeah, we are not our aunties. Gather round for the Ashwa B Big Pot overnight hall parties. Auntie been breaking backs for this. Crawfish, cracked fingers in the whip, condemning curse for this. Been in the church breathing tides to this. No, we are not our aunties. Who else gonna hold you in the bleak midwinter when the demons creep in with something sinister? Who else gonna love you even when you mess up? You've been knowing that you always mess up, and Auntie know it, and Auntie show it, but Auntie's still gonna love you. And Auntie's still gonna hold you in the silence sometimes with her breath at a standstill. And her embrace can instill a warning, a prayer, a higher love, a greater love. No, we are not our aunties. How could we be? Thank you. This is the last one. This is called Today We Are Absolute. I wanted to keep this, it's not like the Black Joy poem, but it actually has a title, Today We Are Absolute. I wrote what Casey was saying. I started doing spoken word in September last year. And
what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What are you talking about? Last year?
Yeah, man.
That's nuts.
Is it? Cheers, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, I started last year, September. I had my debut at the Almeida Theatre, and that was crazy. And yeah, so I wrote this because I realised that it's really easy to talk about pain. It's really easy to write about pain, but I think that, for me, anyways, I found that it was harder to write about happiness, black joy.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about.
Let's hear it.
And well, he's just telling me to shut the fuck up, innit? So I'm just gonna get into it. Get into it. The truth is, black joy doesn't always come easy to me. The truth is, sometimes I forget what joy even feels like. The truth is, the pain is so effortlessly and readily accessible. There we go. Crawling its way up my neck, trying to force me to give you pretty black words on a pretty black platter about a pretty black death without their permission. Knee-jerk reactions to positive distractions, never letting me go. But today, I'm letting me go today. I'm letting we go today. Black children play football till the sun came down today. We got black mamas everywhere telling Jappy King, you better be in this house before the street lights come on. But today, it wasn't because they were scared. Today, it wasn't no fear of strange fruit. It wasn't no fear of hooded men. Not today. They laughed in the kitchen, just in preparing a large assortment of food, waiting for their hungry, playful children to feast upon. Let this joy be pounded yam. Let this joy be a goosey and a banana. This joy be gari and granite. It be gives the door, be fried jam and stew. No, today we are not outsiders. Today we are absolute. Today, Gawan Biko Kerini A. Today, black laughter echoes these halls. It fills up the room. Now today is a holy day. Now today, I spit black poetry to black faces with black smiles and black affirmation, and let my happiness be the confirmation among this very here black congregation. And isn't that a kind of holy communion? Isn't that a kind of praise and worship? I embrace joy as my birthright. They said every nigger is a star, so a cluster of us must be meteorites. Look how we burn and survive and burn and thrive. Thank you so much.